Day 3 of our 12 loaves of sourdough. Today we're making a sugared blueberry lemon. This has been proofing on my counter for like 6 hours, so I'm just gonna give it a nice guide and let it out, being a little bit not gentle with it, but whatever. And guiding it out of the bowl. Look at that gluten development. Good, there's not much left in the bowl, so I know it was proofed good. Now I'm going to laminate this before I add in all of the blueberry and lemon fillings. Okay, so here I have the zest of 3 lemons and about 60 grams of just granulated white sugar. So I'm going to very generously add this onto the loaf. When I'm putting this on, I'm being really careful to not let the lemon sugar mixture go all over the border of the loaf, because then it'll make a big mess. So I'm just adding that in. Now I'm going in with blueberries. I'm using 150 grams of fresh blueberries. Just gonna add these in. Again, staying away from the border because I don't want to make this really hard on myself. Making sure we're good there. Folding one side over. Perfect. I'm just pinching the sides to let no blueberries escape. Pulling over the other side. Pinching this so that none of the stuff explodes and leaves. And then I'm going on with the leftover mixture. There's not much left. I probably could have done a little bit more lemon. So you do like 4 lemon zests and then maybe like 75 grams of sugar if you wanted a little bit extra flavor. I think this will be good though. Also, I'm not sure if you're supposed to use sugar in the blueberry loaves. I just feel like I don't want it to be too bitter. So you can see the lemon zest all over, so I'm making sure to get all of it in there. It's so weird, you can feel all the blueberries in there. And then I'm going in with some push and pulls, being careful because there's a lot of blueberries in the mixture. And I'm just being really careful to make sure that this can be stitched closed, because this is the issue when you do sugar loaves. They don't want to fold. So we might have to do 2 shapes today. Anytime I do an inclusion loaf with sugar, I always just use one of these bowls and I put a tea towel in the bottom of it. This one's just a little bit damp. And again, oh, this one's real messy, guys. Just going to plop this in here and then give it a few minutes. And then we're gonna try stitching it together because this one's really falling apart. I hate this loaf. I've been letting it sit on the counter for a few more minutes and it just keeps on separating like this. I just put way too much sugar close to the border, I guess. I thought I was doing good, but I definitely did too much around the border. So we're gonna try and stitch this up, but we're just gonna have to let this not be perfect. I'm really gonna convince myself that doesn't need to be perfect. Everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna do some deep breaths and just hope that this one stays together. Okay, that looks better. That looks better. It's already starting to separate. Okay, I just need to stop touching it. I'm gonna let it chill on the counter for like 30 minutes and then I'm gonna put it in the fridge and then I'm gonna bake it in the morning. Safe to say I'm not a huge fan of this loaf, just solely because of what's going on. I hate putting sugar in loaves, but this one felt like it needed sugar.